Hello and welcome to the Society of Nerdcraft and Dungeonry. I'm your head seeker, Evelyn, and this is Magic Academy. We are back at it again with Curse of Strahd. If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss a new video. This episode is powered by Sirenscape because epic games need epic sounds. And with that, let's say hello to our players. Can you tell I don't have the script up today? We have a Heather.
Hi.
We have a Randall.
Hello.
And we have a Sarah.
The mute button is over here now.
We last left our players. They had just gotten to Vallaki at last after Emery had found a special little trinket up in the attic of the mill where they had just defeated some hags in the episode prior to that. But they finally reached Vallaki and settled into the Blue Water Inn to get a little rest, get a little respite. And Emery met a man by the name of Ravio, who turned out to be the famous monster hunter Van Richten, who Emery then lied to. And, you may have a friend, you may have a foe, you never know. We'll see what happens.
More pinky promises were made.
Yeah. And now, as our party kind of gets up for the day, you all took the big room with the 4 beds in it. I think Percy is sleeping on the floor, and 3 doesn't need a bed. So you guys managed to take the whole thing take the whole room without worry. Yeah, so you guys, you all are getting up. What's your plan for the day? Where do you think you want to go?
Well, we kind of sort of discussed going to see the burgomaster. Honestly, we were kind of heading that way in order to, we might have seen somebody in the streets.
Right, didn't we already wake up and then we go to the burgomaster and then we saw Strahd?
Oh, yeah. You guys did. You did walk over to the burgomaster. You did see, you caught a glimpse of Strahd walking through the streets of Vallaki, but, 3's the only one who can be certain. With that nat 20?
I think so.
I immediately turned around and was like, we should probably walk faster. Let's go.
Yeah. So you guys did reach the burgomaster's mansion. This mansion has walls of plastered stone that display many scars from where the plaster has fallen away from age and neglect. Drapes cover every window, including a large arched opening above the mansion's double entrance doors. There's these 2 big decorative doors. There's a knocker.
So watching Sarah go through all 5 emotions, like, oh no,
there's a knocker. Just one. Sorry, you guys.
No,
there was really. There's like a real benefit to like force me to wake up really early to do these sessions because I'm like only at 70% and now I'm at 100% because it's like 7 p.m. in Italy. I'm so sorry.
Don't know her. I guess if the door is closed, I guess we're gonna knock on the door and not be rude.
It is a private residence.
Yeah, no, we're kicking in the door. Let's go. I guess Emery will go up and kind of like grab the door knocker and do like the knocking that you do with door knockers.
Wow.
You knock on the door, and after a moment or two, you see a maid opens the door. Can I help you?
We're here to see the burgomaster of this town.
Oh, come on in. I'll show you to the den, and I'll let him know that he's got some guests waiting. Come on in. And she's gonna lead you inside and you see a strange thing you see when you kind of enter is that there's all these bundles of wooden sticks, and there is actually a little thing for me to read. Framed portraits adorn the walls of this grand foyer, which features a wide staircase with a sculpted railing. A long carpeted hall attached to the foyer stretches almost the length of the mansion and has several doors leading away from it, including one at the far end. Bundles of twigs are heaped against the walls. And yeah, you do see, like, wherever there's free space in this entryway is kind of these, like, all of these bundles of, like, twigs and small branches and things, and she leads you past the staircase to the first door on the right, and she opens it, and you just see this pleasant little den. Let's see, where is padded chairs and couches line the walls of this cozy carpeted den. The room reeks of pipe smoke, and mounted on the east wall is the head of an angry looking brown bear. The bear is a little unnerving, and you all see that the maid goes, "Oh yeah, feel free to take a little seat. I'll be right. I will let the burgomaster know that you're all here, and yeah, he'll be down in just a moment to see you. Is there anything I can get for you while you're waiting? A spot of tea? Maybe a biscuit?"
Yes, to both.
Sounds absolutely wonderful.
All right then.
Tea, please.
Absolutely. And she leaves the room to go fetch the burgomaster and fetch some tea.
As she does that, Emery's just gonna plop down in like one of the seats and be like, "It is so refreshing to not be offered wine for once."
I feel like a lot of people here probably have a little bit of a drinking problem, but the tea is kind of nice and refreshing, and it is like in the morning, but
I do have concerns about those in the town and their drinking habits.
It's probably because they're running out of the wine, though, because of that one issue that we're supposed to chase
the
down.
winery.
So maybe it's beyond their control, actually.
You know what, maybe this is good.
Does wine do something specific that makes you worried?
You lose your inhibitions. You don't have control over yourself. You kind of get like brain foggy. Some people think it makes for a good time in awkward social situations. So yeah, alcohol.
3, you're beeping a lot. Are you right?
Are you good?
So my literal the AC unit for some reason is not working. I'm surprised you can hear it. It's like beep beep beep.
It's 3.
As funny as that is, I should probably might keep that.
Yeah, so you guys are just kind of hanging out. I'm trying to see if I can find a specific thing. Yeah, so you're all hanging out for a minute, and then the door opens again, and you see the Baron and his wife. And you guys should be able to see that on Foundry if you want to take a little peek.
It's giving Rose and Thorn from Death
Damn,
House.
Girl. Oh, it is.
I mean, but like delay, but also
Okay.
I have concerns.
I think it disappears.
Get out of here. Stop rolling fireball. You're not shooting them. Oh my god.
What just happened?
I accidentally clicked on Fireball because I had casted it, and so I hit the attack button on accident, so I'm not fireballing them yet.
Hi. Nice to meet you both.
Yeah, you see the Baron is this very like intimidating looking man. His hairline is receding a little bit, and he just says, "Ah, yes. Welcome to Vallaki. I assume I've never seen any of you in my town before. What can I help you with today?"
Are you the burgomaster?
Yes, I am the burgomaster, Baron Vargas Vallakovichs. And this is my wife, and he gestures to the woman with him, Lydia Petrovna.
I think I speak for all of us, especially Emery, when I say, what makes your burgers different from that of the city of Barovia?
Burgers?
Yes. You're a burgomaster, right?
I'm a
You're the second one we've met here. It seems to be a very big thing.
I'm a burgomaster, which is kind of like a mayor.
Oh. Well, that's interesting.
I'm the leader of this town. This is my town.
Yes. Definitely not.
My family founded this place, the Vallakovichs, hence why it's called Vallaki.
Oh, okay. That's really cool.
Oh.
You know, this was our land before it was those damned Zaroviches.
Oh, like Strahd? Right? Like, that's yeah. Von Zarva. Yeah.
Strahd?
Caleb.
Pardon?
Sorry.
We don't utter a word.
Sorry,
like,
sorry.
Everyone's gonna like grab him real quick. Like, we don't utter that out loud, okay?
Sorry, we've developed a code name to allow us to talk about it, not in front of everyone. That way, everyone was safe.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that right, Irina? And I'll kind of like nudge Irina.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, hold on. Did Heather disappear on your guys' end? Or do I need to refresh?
They did.
Okay, cool.
Let's see if they said anything. No.
So Callum, your voice is different. What happened?
Is it different? I thought I always had kind of a British accent with this one. Am I fucking it up?
You've been evolving slowly over the course of the campaign into a more and more British sounding voice. You started without one and you've just been evolving, and it gets stronger every episode, and I kind of love it.
Yeah, at first it wasn't like this. It was more of a, well, I'm really not sure.
Well, that's what I remember this morning. I was like, yeah, he has like. I'm trying to pull it back a little bit, but I'm.
No, you live your truth.
Like it.
I thought you were copying Evelyn and like in character. I was like, oh, why?
No.
Oh my god.
So you're the mayor. We were actually coming to see you because Irina here needs some place to be tucked away.
He's gonna kind of look over Irina and give her a very strange look. The color of your hair is very interesting. Yes, it's a bit unique. Yes. Interesting. And he's just gonna kind of stare at her for a second.
Staring's not polite.
Plenty. Excuse me?
Staring's not polite.
You're going to come into my house and tell me how to be polite?
Well, I don't want Irina to feel uncomfortable either.
Okay. All right. Sure.
Hey, Caleb.
I'm trying my best here.
I know. Irina is a very unique individual, and we're new. And I think it's best if we, I don't know, just kind of let things happen
All right.
Let him stare, okay?
Yes, it's strange, strange behavior, but yes, stare away.
Huh?
Well, you don't see many with that hair color.
It's very unique. She kind of went through like a little bit of like a crisis. And so, you know, when someone's feeling way too many emotions, you end up dyeing your hair.
I need to go.
Honestly, and that's what happens. Like, you see how I have like red hair, like, and everybody's gonna point to like the raccoon strips in her hair.
I did think your hair was actually somehow stranger, but I wasn't going to comment on it because I thought it might be rude. And he's gonna glare at Caleb.
I'm gonna kind of like lean over quietly to Emery and go, well, see, at least he's learning.
And at this point, Lydia is going to step in. Oh, don't worry about about him. He comes up a little standoffish at times, but he's a very happy-go-lucky guy deep down, right? Yeah. Happy-go-lucky. Yes, happiness is what we are trying to accomplish here in Vallaki. If we keep the town happy and jovial, perhaps we won't have to deal with that damn devil.
Is that why you have so many like festivals? Like, I heard there's one coming up here soon.
Yes, that is why we have so many festivals. That's what all the twigs in the hallway are for. The Festival of the Blazing Sun. It's bound to be an absolute banger.
I'm gonna look at this guy like he's nuts, and I'm gonna kind of like grab Emery, like kind of like by the back of the arm, and I'm just gonna whisper real quick to give them guidance.
Yes.
Great.
What?
Great. Let me turn on my Riz.
We're going to build an effigy to the sun and burn it in glorious fashion.
That's the party happening.
Yeah, so like, what does this effigy look like if it's to the sun? Do you just like make a big giant sun and burn it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's gonna look like the sun.
That's really cool.
Yeah, vampires aren't really a big fan of sunshine, so I figure an offering to some type of sun deity would be a good way to keep things at bay a little bit.
I heard it's kind of like, we were at like in the town of Barovia. This like priest guy kept talking about like the Lord of Light or something like that. The morning light. I mean,
yes, the morning lord.
The morning lords. You know what? It's not really like my thing. So I can't really remember like what his name is, but like that checks out. I guess that's what you're making it towards, so that like he shines his light.
Yes, exactly. See, you understand. What a brilliant young woman.
So it is to the morning lord, not to some random sun god.
It's the festival of the blazing sun.
I feel like perhaps making an offering to a sun god that you don't know is, I don't know, a little nerve-wracking.
Are you questioning my leadership?
No. I just didn't know if you had any information on this sun god. That's all. I like information.
Mr. Burgermaster. Just
please,
Caleb.
Baron Vallakovichs is
perfect.
I don't think that's easier to say.
Baron V. Caleb's had a little bit of like a rough, I don't know, day. And honestly, just kind of ignore what he says. He's I think it's like the fact that he hasn't had wine in like a few days. Like, he's not himself.
Yes.
We heard there's like an interruption of like your supply, and we're gonna look into that.
As they say,
excellent.
as Emery says that I have a problem when I have a drinking wine, I'm going to use minor illusion. I'm just going to distort their face.
You've got. Are you all right?
Emery's gonna look over at Caleb.
Caleb, I swear on all things holy, if you keep this up, I will destroy you with the worst insults.
I'd hate to have you vicious mockery me. My apology. And I'll kind of whip my hand away and then we'll go back to normal.
Who said it would be vicious mockery? I could just shatter a few things.
Well, let's not come to blows in my den, please. And thank you.
We take fights outside. I don't like destroying people's homes.
Thank you again. What a lovely young woman. What are all your names?
Emery's gonna like hand out her hand and be like, "It's Emery Hawthorne. I'm traveling entertainer, next superstar."
Pleasure to meet you. And you?
Caleb Crow of the library.
He does not extend a hand, and he turns to 3. What about you, quiet, mysterious friend?
Doesn't extend a hand. Oh, Kellum. Oh my god.
It's okay.
The biggest fear without Ellie here is that 3's gonna have to lead a conversation, and that is. Oh.
It's okay, Emery's got this.
3. I'm gonna. I stuck out my hand, but it's like this.
Pleasure to meet you. Quite a grip you've got there. And he tries to like shake your hand, but it doesn't move because unless you move it up and down, I doubt he's going to be able to like move your arm. Stiff handshake. Good. Strong.
Thank you.
I'm going to move around, kind of like sit down in one of their chairs and kind of lean back and go, he's our killer robot.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Great person. 3's great though.
Think of okay. You may not know what like robots are or anything. Think of him as like a body.
Yes. And
Think of him as a body.
Think of him as a body. Don't think of. I do not have a body. Do not perceive me.
Yes.
How dare?
And then who are these other 3 people in your party?
Oh! I forgot to introduce Percy. Percy is my personal. I don't know what to call him. Attaché, bodyguard, future lover. We're still working on the details.
I think bodyguard's good, Caleb. Bodyguard's
yes. And then we have Irina, who we humbly request asylum from our dearest enemy, Strahd. And then we have who's our third one? Ellie. No, it's Ellie. Yes, I did.
Percy got mentioned while you were gone.
And we have Ellie here, of course, who is just a little bit quiet, a little shy today.
Oh, it's okay, dear. Here. Nice to meet you, Ellie.
Have a little candy.
They usually hide out inside of 3's stomach or like chest cavity.
I like to think that Ellie controls me like a Megazord.
You're literally just a giant mech robot. She just gets in, and it's like Pacific Rim, and you're just.
I would, if we could somehow create like a character that would use both of us combined, I'd be so down for that.
Yo, could you
where
imagine?
She gets inside, and we're just like 2 actions, 2 movements. Oh, I'm sure we could.
We could do that.
That's going to be Strahd, Ellie inside of 3, hands down. Put that on a t-shirt.
Oh my god.
When in doubt, mech the Warforged.
this point. Shoot.
Three's gonna turn to Kellum. I don't wear this hood for looks, Kellum.
I know, but people here haven't been too mean about it, or too. They seem fairly open to different types of people. I mean, I'm half dead, and they're still accepting of me.
You're undead.
Oh, not quite.
Interesting.
Caleb, just stop talking. I guess the reason we're here is to just kind of, I guess, pardon my friends, but I guess get a lay of like the town since we're new here, and like, you know, any weird things happening, and I don't know, any information like you can help. Like, this is a wonderful home. I noticed last time we were in like a burgomaster's mansion and stuff, like they typically have kids. Like, do you have kids?
Yes.
Like, do you have a family, like a larger family?
We have a son. He spends all his days tucked away in his little attic room. Lord only knows what he's doing up there.
Oh, we actually did have a question. The town guard mentioned that you do the dance parties in your attic, or lights come out of it. Were you
dance parties?
I believe they said it was purple light, if I remember correctly.
That's Victor. Lord only the gods know what he's up to up there.
Can I meet him? I would love to meet him.
Sure. I don't see why not.
I mean, if you'd like to like hang out with my friends and you can like, I don't know, direct me like where I need to go, or have like one of your like the lovely like maid lady like.
At this point, actually, the maid comes in and she's got a little tray of cookies and a little tray with like tea and teacups, and she like pours some little tea for everyone. Oh yes, I can show you to the young master's room. Absolutely.
I'm just gonna like grab this and like go. I just love meeting people and getting their stories, because as someone who writes songs, I like to get, you know, perspectives from like everybody.
Oh yes, I can. Would anyone else like to meet the young master? I should probably give him a bit of a heads up if people are going to be coming upstairs. Let me look at the map. How does Okay. And she leads you. Where does that go up or down? That goes down. Sometimes the stairs in these maps are confusing.
We don't go to the attic. We go to the basement. He's actually in the basement.
I have more questions for BB.
And she says, yeah. The maid says, sure, come meet the young baronet. And leads you and anyone else who would like to come and meet Victor upstairs and into the master bedroom. Or no, that's not where they go. They go here. And she leads you not to the master bedroom, but to a small bedroom. This handsome, and she gives a little knock on the door. Victor, dear, there's some people here who want. There's a lovely young lady here who'd like to meet you. And she waits a moment, and she hears nothing. And then from above, you hear like a little like bang and a pop. She says, "Oh, he's up in that attic workshop again. And she leads you this way. And she leads you to the master bedroom, which is and in there you see time has faded the grandeur of this master bedroom. The furnishings have lost some of their color and splendor. A short pole rope hangs from a wooden trapdoor in the ceiling. She pulls at the rope, pulling down a ladder, and she says, "Oh, just give me one moment to fetch him." And she goes up there and she says, "Victor, dear, you've got there's a nice young lady here who'd like to meet you." And you hear a voice call down, "Not now, I'm in the middle of something. I'm in the middle of trying to get this damned thing to work."
You could I don't know, maybe I could help him. I don't know if you
We are magically inclined.
Did you come with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
We all just go. I'm not sitting there with the bear and he hates me.
Three, did you come along? Or are you,
I did not.
Are you with the NPCs and the Baron?
I'm with the Baron and Irina. I have a question for Irina. We can get to it.
Okay. Emery's still look at the maid lady and just be like, "One moment," and she's gonna climb up the attic stairs a little bit and be like, "I don't know exactly what you're doing up there, but I do have a little bit of a dabbling in I don't know, magic or something. If you need help."
So you enter the attic room. This dusty 20-foot square room has a high-pitched ceiling that reaches its peak 20 feet above. The wooden rafters are shrouded in cobwebs, except for an old table with a lantern on it. The room is empty, but you do see a door in the south wall. And you hear, kind of from what seems like it's likely the other side of the house, magically inclined, you say?
Yeah.
We are the magic professionals.
All right. And you hear
magically proficient individuals. Minor illusion.
I thought.
You hear a door open, and then you hear a rustling as if a bunch of furniture and things are being moved around as the sounds get closer. And this young man, is there a picture of him? That's a great question. There might
Is he hot?
Excuse you.
This is Magic Academy. All NPCs are hot.
I don't know. The burger master.
Maybe it's me and Victor. That's my love story.
That's your love story. No, there is not art of him. You see coming through that south door, this very tired-looking young man, Victor Vallakovichs. He is dressed in those reds similar to his parents that are fairly common here in Vallaki. He's got a rather severe expression, but he doesn't seem to be quite as aggressive as his father. And he says, "So you're magic experts."
Yes, and I point to Emery and I, who are now wearing the MPI badge on our chest, and say, "We are the magically proficient individuals. We've come from the town of Barovia, and we've heard you needed some assistance."
How would you have heard I need assistance?
Well, we heard from the guards when we came in that they were like, "Hey, we saw these really cool purple lights coming from the top. And then we met your parents, and they were
lights?
All right, so
Yeah.
fine. Listen, I'll show you what I'm working on. I doubt you'll be able to help. And he leads you through that south door and into the next room, which is this large attic full of old forgotten things draped in white sheets. Piled around them are barrels, crates, trunks, and old furnishings covered with cobwebs and dust. But you can see a clear path, and he leads you through the path of this to his workshop. And you see the door to this room. Someone has carved a large skull into this door. Hanging from the doorknob is the wooden sign that reads, "All is not well." And
metal. I'm into this.
Would you like to inspect it, Emery?
Sure, it's got a skull on it. Duh.
Give me an investigation check.
Alrighty. Not great, but we'll see what happens. That's a 16.
With a 16, you see a small, nearly invisible glyph etched into the skull's forehead. It is a glyph of warding. And he brings you back into the room and he's just, here it is. Someone has taken old, mismatched furniture and created a study in this dusty, lamplit chamber. Tables are strewn with pieces of parchment on which strange diagrams are drawn, and a freestanding bookshelf holds a collection of bones. A dusty rug covers the floor in front of a pine box on which lounges a skeletal cat. Several more skeletal cats skulk about. Most unnerving at all is the sight of 3 small children standing with their backs to you in the northeast corner of the room. And Victor goes across the room and he picks up this leather-bound book. He's a thin young man with a premature streak of gray in his dark hair. He's described in the book as weird, awkward, and off-putting.
I'm in love. I'm in love. Oh my god. Emery's gonna look at Victor and be like, love the skull, love the nice little warding touch on that. Also skeletal cats, can I like pet one? Like, do you mind? Are they friendly?
They only attack if I command them to. Sure, go ahead. I'm sure. Let them sniff you first. Like, you gotta respect cats and cat language and things. I just thought it would be fun to reanimate a couple of cats, you know?
That's so cool.
Okay. And
he's gonna like put the hand out and do the thing, you know, for the cats and be like.
And one of the little skeletal cats kind of like, you put out your hand for it to sniff and it immediately nuzzles its head into your hand. It's just bone.
It's so cute. Tell your cats I say.
Yeah, so you also see on the sheets of parchment elaborate diagrams of what look like they might be teleportation circles. And he is flipping through this book. What do you know about teleportation magic?
I don't know if I've necessarily done it myself, but like, I mean, I could think on it. Can I do a history check?
Yeah, both of you give me an Arcana check, and we're going to flip over for a moment back downstairs, where the burgomaster, his wife, 3, Irina, Ellie, and Percy are all hanging out. And the burgomaster says to you 3, so this young woman, you're looking for a place for her to stay?
Yes. I'm going to turn to Irina.
My brother thought that Vallaki would be a good place for me to come to. I don't. He thought it would be safer here than in the village of Barovia, where I am from. My father was the burgomaster there, and she's just kind of nervously, like, rambling a little bit. And he says, I'm not sure if staying here is the right move, but, you know, there's always the tavern, there's the church. We might be able to find you, like, something a bit protective, if that's what you're looking for.
So your plan to keep Strahd away is to keep the townsfolk happy?
Yes, all will be well. That is our motto around here. You know, as long as we repeated celebrations, the fostering of happiness. If we just keep our spirits up, I'm sure we can keep that devil at bay.
Is there not a practical defense against Strahd's immense power and influence?
Well, we have plenty of guards around the city. We've got our wall. We've got these festivals. You know, we're doing everything we can, and we're keeping our spirits up. All will be well after all.
I turn to Irina. You would rather be here than anywhere else.
She looks at the burgomaster. She looks at the Baron, and very much you can immediately tell she is thinking about the way that he has snapped at Calum so much, and is trying to go with the safe route of saying, yes, this would certainly be a good place for me to stay. 3, yes, great. He says, yes, this city is perfectly safe. All will be well.
I would suggest that rather than preventative measures, or not only using preventative measures, an enemy with forces such as Strahd, perhaps a more proactive approach to couple your festivals would also support your efforts.
I think the way that we're doing things right now is the best way to do them. I have finally honed my leadership skills. This is my town. I should know how to protect it better than anyone. My family has been here for certainly longer than the Zaravichs. This is our land first.
Three is remembering just decimating villages and like steamrolling years and the expansion of territory and being like, perhaps I will. What's the way Three would say this? Three's not like, I'll root for you. Three's like, I will remain steadfast in my hope.
Excellent. Just keep this motto in mind of all will be well.
Irina,
and-
perhaps you... Irina, I imagine we'll be in Vallaki for a few more days. Perhaps you'd like to stay with us for the duration of our stay?
I think yes, just until I am more acquainted with the city and have found something a little bit secure and permanent. I think that would be wise for me to continue to stay with my friends for now. The Baron says, yes, there's nothing quite like good friends to protect you.
I've been saying Bella this whole time. 3 wouldn't forget that. 3's a robot. Sarah's not a robot, though. She did fly to Italy. So, you vibe. You understand.
I also forgot about that.
It's okay. Bella! Where the hell have you been, Loca?
Bella, where you been, Loca?
I was just sitting here going, why do I keep getting like irked that we're using Irina here? And I went, oh shit.
3's like trying to wrap their mind around like a new name. It comes out like Bella.
Let me ask, your friend referred to you as a killer robot. Do you also have tracking skills?
Yes.
Excellent. 2 of our household staff have recently disappeared. The butler and my wife's lady-in-waiting. I've asked my... He's kind of a son, more of a henchman. Isaac Strahd, to find out what happened to them. However, not the sharpest tool in the shed. So investigation's not really his forte. Perhaps you and your friends, that lovely young woman and that annoying young man, could help us out a little and maybe aid in that investigation.
Interesting. Usually it's the opposite when you're describing my companions.
How fascinating.
Sure, for the cost of 20 silvered arrows.
I can make that happen. Absolutely. Find them and I'll give you 40 silver arrows.
Done.
Excellent. Yes, you'll want to talk to Isaac about that. He should be back somewhat soon. He's gone to the toy makers again. Again, one of those strange little dolls he collects. It's odd. They remind me of Miss Bella here with that red hair.
Perhaps we should... Bella, perhaps we should go join our friends.
Yes, I think that might be a good idea to go see what Emery and Calum are up to.
I put Ellie onto one shoulder. I completely ignore Percy. We've never been introduced. I don't know who he is. I just know that he's here now. I'm assuming he comes with.
Yeah.
We've never spoken. Three has no idea that you're supposed to speak to people. He's just like,
oh, random dude.
Yeah.
Got it.
As you guys are walking up, Percy's gonna actually say to you, so what do you the maid is going to be called back down and is going to lead you guys upstairs, and as you guys are walking up, Percy's gonna say to you 3, so what do you make of this guy and his all is well shtick he's got going on?
I don't believe this town will survive the next week. Whatever divine intervention they're hoping for, I am not similarly confident.
I was thinking pretty much the same thing. Yeah. And you guys are led upstairs up to that little empty room, and now we're gonna go back to Emery and Caleb just to get kind of a little catch up. And Victor is talking about his book. You see, and talking about like the pieces of parchment, and he's like, I'm trying to build a teleportation circle. What did you guys roll on those checks?
I got a 17, but I also found art of what he looks like, and it's
did you?
It's in the Strahd Discord.
Okay. Let's take a look. Is there art of him? Oh my god. I don't that's
like
excellent. Yeah, it's fan art. Yeah, so
I'm in love.
that's pretty much what I was picturing. Yeah, this like lanky young man, premature streak of gray in his dark hair. He's got this leather-bound book, and he's just like talking about his diagrams and things. Yes, and it.
I got a 17, and now Emery's holding like one of the skeletal cats, like petting it, like,
So with a 17,
and Caleb got a 22.
And a 22. With a 17.
I also know Misty Step, so
yeah, with a 17, you know a little bit about like teleportation-y type magic. You've never interacted with a teleportation circle though, and I don't think you would quite know how to put one of those together. Caleb, you are very aware of teleportation circles. The institute that you hail from has done quite a bit of documentation on things like interplanar travel and teleportation and all those things. You open up your little book and the information kind of appears as it does. You don't quite have the information needed to complete this teleportation circle for him, but you do understand everything he's talking about as he's like, and then this symbol here, I think, is the one that's the key, because this one has the runes and the glyphs that would get you from point A to point B, should you properly figure out how to calibrate the internal mechanisms of the weave in order to part them in just the right place.
Do you have the destination address that you're going to?
Yes. I
just want to know why you're trying to teleport out of here.
I'm trying to get
It's
out
so great
of
here.
Well,
You must go wrong.
I'm trying to get out of Barovia.
Oh my god, so are we.
I've been working on this teleportation circle for weeks, trying to learn this spell. There's
Have you tried it yourself? You're still here, so I'm assuming you haven't actually tried it. But you'll need a destination. Usually those glyphs are a little hard, but time and space also has a little bit of a shift. There's a series of portals I found called the Stargates, and they had to adjust for the movement of space and expansion, and perhaps with the mist that keeps us here, perhaps there's some type of similar effect here.
So, with your guys' Arcana check, Arcana checks, because you got 17 and 22, as he's explaining this, you begin to realize that this thing is deeply flawed and potentially deadly.
I guess holding the cat, Emery's gonna really go up back to like, because I assume like he has like some of the notes like up like on his walls and stuff, because that makes sense. She's just gonna like be still holding this one skeletal cat, like.
Well, I tried it on. I tried it with a couple of servants, and it.
Did they disappear? Did they just kind of go goodbye?
Well,
Like just.
They were torn apart and then vanished in a flash of purple light.
Okay, so one, that's the purple light we have heard about.
Yes.
Two, that makes sense with Caleb being like, if you don't know your destination,
But I'm going to make
Something's
more
off.
modifications before I test it again. It just needs a little bit more work.
Perhaps we could
And at this
track
point-
down someone who helped create the mist to help you find the address, because I'm sure that person who created it might go in and out, and if we're able to find someone who knows perhaps more about it, we could help you get that actual address that you need, that last glyph. Because I would love to use this to get the fuck out of here myself, but
I mean,
honestly,
Strahd created the mist. That's what they all say. And
Well,
I'm
then
not
just go ask
exactly going to
them.
go. I'm not going all the way to Castle Ravenloft to get turned into a vampire spawn. Are you crazy?
no, we could do that. We have I'm sure we'll come across him at some point again.
And at this point, you, Irina, Percy, and Ellie on your shoulder are up in this room. You see that southern door. I assume you go through it and navigate through to the other side. Do you knock? I want you to make me that that investigation check on the door.
Yeah. Sorry. Maybe I missed the why.
So, someone has carved a large skull into this door, the door to his study. Hanging from the doorknob is a wooden sign that reads, "All is not well." And you hear on the other side, Victor talking to Caleb and Emery.
Did I hear the bit about the people being ripped to shreds?
Probably.
Okay. Well, I think I found them. That's a 6.
You don't
no
notice-
intelligence.
You
Simply
don't notice anything weird about this door. Are you gonna just open it?
I'm like,
Do you knock on it?
I'm gonna knock, but in because 3 knows that you should knock on a closed door. So 3 goes but it's like a really hard, heavy knock.
Mm-hmm. And the other two of you see Victor go, "What now?" And he opens the door. "Can I help you?"
Actually, I think you can.
oh, hey, 3.
You found us.
Friends with these two. Come in.
It's just a whole other entourage. Just 3 people come in.
Percy's like, "I'm gonna hang out here with Irina. Irina will stay. We'll stay out here. Otherwise, it'll be a little crowded." You guys leave the room. They're making out.
The scandal.
Pelham's heart breaks.
I mean,
I'm gonna look to Kellum and Emery. I believe things here are more hopeless than we thought.
yeah, I think everything's kind of sort of helpless here, and it's very dark and sad, and that's why we're trying to leave. And I do
this
see
place
potential. I do see potential in Victor. You are obviously really putting a lot of thought into everything that you're working on. Like, I see potential here. I think with a little bit of, I don't know, mentorship or learning from other magic users, I think we might be able to help you make this thing a thing.
That would be incredible. If there, I just need to fix it. This book doesn't have quite all of the information yet. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Is it because a page is ripped, or someone just didn't put all the information down?
There's just not enough text to prepare the spell properly.
Well, what if you I don't know, come with us
Oh,
and we can help you.
Where did you get the book?
I found it in my father's library. I've been using it to teach myself the art of spellcasting, and it's not until recently I've been able to get into some of the more higher level spells. After all, I brought these 6 cats back.
They're lovely, honestly. But also, you just said that was from your father. Does your father do magic?
Maybe he has some secrets.
Oh, father's an idiot. He doesn't do things he doesn't do magic. All he does is say, "All will be well," and throws these ridiculous festivals.
I'm curious because from what your dad said, you stay in your room a lot. Could it possibly
this house
be
is a prison?
Wait a minute. Okay, those words. This house is a fucking prison. I'm busting this boy out, number 1. But number 2, there's a certain card that I need to bring this boy with me. So what do I need to do?
Do you want to get out of here?
I mean, I'd like to get out of Barovia altogether.
One step at a time. Out of this room. We can get you out of the house if you like. You can come with us. We have plenty of... We're developing a little bit of an entourage.
The Strahd book did not account for taking on more NPCs.
I know. You guys are really creating a party. I mean, I don't see why I couldn't come with you, but I have to finish my work on this teleportation circle. It's the only way I'm going to get out of here.
So, and Emery's going to kind of walk up to him. And as much as she kind of wants to put a hand on his shoulder, she's not, because she respects that he's a little I guess, a little frazzled by all these people. He doesn't seem like he's around people. Still holding one of the skeletal cats, and she's like, well, we want to get out of Barovia. They can come with us. Oh my god, we can just throw them in, they can come with us. Cats on leashes? Let's go. We can take them with us. But
there'll be a great distraction,
I might keep this one, honestly. But here's the thing. We want to leave Barovia. And it seems that you want to leave too.
Yes.
But by being locked up here and trying to work on something that doesn't have all the information, you're probably not going to go anywhere. And you might end up like those other people and torn apart through purple light. And if you come with us, we could probably get that information and then we could all leave.
Victor?
Yes.
Do you know anywhere in the city that no one else knows about?
Well, not particularly. I tend to stay up here, honestly. I don't go out into the city much. There's nothing for me out there. Nothing but...
If we could find a place that no one knows about, perhaps we can make a home base and we could do more research there.
Not here with like your parents.
We'll go out. We can help you get any research you need. You'll be able to be more free, and it'll be a protected place. No one could find you. And we could bring your cats, of course.
Oh.
And perhaps maybe it's a good place to put Irina, because I honestly haven't met anyone that I've been wowed by yet. So I don't know.
We're supposed to bring Caleb. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to take Irina to a church or something.
Maybe the church has a hidden cellar or some catacombs that no one goes into.
St. Ambrose. You mean?
Yeah, we haven't been there yet.
Your father would probably approve of you going to the church to pray.
Or are you like not religious?
Sorry.
I'm not particularly I'm not a man of religion. I am a scholar.
Exactly. Our church is between the stacks.
Okay.
Emery is out here flirting in the only way she knows how.
Okay, so are we doing this or not, Lisa? We need to know if you're on board.
Because I have to talk to your dad if we're getting you out of here.
Well, I can always turn... Well, okay. This was my plan that I haven't vocalized yet. I assumed you could read my mind. Sorry. I think we could turn Victor here invisible.
Oh, I can leave the house.
I thought it was prison.
It feels like a prison. It's so oppressive. With father constantly saying things like, "Oh, it will be well." Well, guess what? It's not well, and it's not going to be well. And so I'm going to get out of here.
Caleb,
So you're going to...
Go ahead, 3.
So you're going to run away.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If I can. But I can't.
You really are your father's son.
Work.
Okay, 3, I'm gonna need you to step outside.
What is that supposed to mean?
I look down at Emery. Okay.
And she's gonna look up at you. I'm gonna need you to step outside. The vibes are not giving.
3, let's go. I think they need some time alone.
As someone who has come from like a home that also felt like a prison, which is why I travel now, I understand.
Is your father, are your parents also overbearing? My father doesn't approve of anything I do, and my mother is so smothering. I can't take it.
I think this is Emery's Percy.
Bodyguard?
3's like, I don't get it. Well,
Percy out in the hallway doesn't get it either.
my dad's a little bit more of the protective one, and my mom's kind of sort of gone all the time because like she's a little bit like a big powerful boss demon, and I have a lot to like live up to. I mean, have you not seen like my horns? I have a cute little tail, and she turns around and like it kind of goes like this.
Oh, like a cat.
Very much so. Yeah.
I will leave the room with Kellum. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm gone.
I've also left the room.
I would like to do something, but I'll love this finished.
Yeah.
So you understand my plight.
Which is why I left, and I went out to entertain and sing songs about how sad everything is. And I mean, I got here. But
you're a musician.
Yes.
What's that? I'm not a magician. Sorry, if you've seen the TikTok. Sorry.
I'm not a magician.
I'm not on TikTok.
Soon.
I don't know references.
Yeah, I do sing or play music just every so often. But that's what got me out of the house. So getting you out of the house with, learning, expanding, I guess, your spell book would be like good for you.
You know what? I think you might be right. Perhaps I can find more information on how to complete this teleportation circle if I can get out and, I don't know, find some sort of higher level mage who knows how to construct these sort of things.
We'll go find like another wizard or something. I heard it's like a wizard who like no one knows if like he really died or something. Like back in like the histories we learned, like I guess he went up against Strahd.
I've heard of this mage. Something about him.
I don't know. He's very powerful. So like,
there's the Mad Mage of Mount Baratok.
Yeah, him.
Yes. Apparently he's been seen skulking around the North Shore. Father likes to tell me about all the nonsense that goes on around here.
What if we run into him and maybe he'll help you? But you wouldn't know if you don't leave the house. You should totally come with us.
I think I will. Let me pack a few things.
Okay. What do you need?
and as he starts, as you start helping him pack up his stuff, Caleb and 3, what are you guys doing in the hallway? Percy's there, Irina's there, Ellie's there.
Ellie's there.
3 turns down the volume. So just as intense, just more quiet. And it's like, this whole family is full of cowards.
Honestly, it might be the whole town, from the looks of it.
I remain perplexed by people. They'd rather run, they'd rather pretend, they'd rather not recognize the threat that's in front of them.
Well, I don't know why they're celebrating the sun god. They don't really know if it's going to do anything. They don't really seem to think things out either.
I am far less skilled in magic than you or Emery, but do you truly believe that this boy can pierce Strahd's fog?
The boy, no, he seems childish and whimsical. He's not even doing proper. He knows that there's issues, but just is testing things. And I mean, if he has brought back cats, is dabbling in necromancy, and that can get very scary very quickly. So I'm, make sure he doesn't get us killed at least.
There's one other thing. The burgomaster. How is it actually pronounced? Because 3 would pronounce it correctly.
I think it's Burgo.
Burgomaster.
Okay.
Dude,
The burgomaster is another thing. His father, the burgomaster, has asked me to locate 2 of his missing servants. I believe these are the same 2 that have been ripped apart.
And these are the ones that are displayed outside, right? Of the room? Because there's a skull. Like, do we see any other bones?
No, so that is a skull that's been carved into the door. It's not like an actual skull.
Okay,
you don't see any bones. You can gather from what he said that like there was no trace left, that they were torn apart and then vanished.
Oh. Well, note to self, don't volunteer for the child's antics voluntarily, because he seems not to care about anyone else but himself, which I fair, honestly. It's a good way to look out for yourself. But are we going to tell BB, the burgomaster?
I suppose it depends on what the boy can offer. The burgomaster has offered me 40 silvered arrows, quite the high price, especially given what we're going to be dealing with.
Well, if the kid is coming with us, perhaps at some point we tell him we get the reward for finding the servants, and then he needs us to find his son, and so we get another reward for finding his son because he's now escaped.
I thought he was just going to walk out of here.
Well, yes, but I don't know. We could tie him up once we get to the church or something.
Do you tie Percy up?
What? No?
Not yet. He hasn't given me a reason to. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but usually I'm the one being tied up in those situations.
The situations have you been kidnapped?
A few times, yes. It's a very fun roleplay. Anyway, okay. I was going to
Elmo. I don't know what you're talking about.
3. I think so. The child said that he found that book in his father's library. I think I'm going to turn invisible and go down to the library and snoop around for a little bit.
I was going to recommend that course of action. Just be careful.
If you do catch wind that he is headed that way, do you mind intercepting, perhaps? Making sure that I have enough room to kind of look through. It sounds like it's a little bit robust, but I'm going to try to look for some specifics.
You want me to kill him?
No. Well, no, don't do that. immediately. Unless he's evil or, I don't know, summons undead.
For how long can
Also,
you maintain invisibility?
I think an hour, which would be plenty of time. I imagine I'll meet you guys out front somewhere outside the house in about 30 minutes. If it goes beyond an hour, then burn the house down or something.
I'm sure you'd manage it.
Okay. I'll see you soon. And I'll just kind of turn around, wink at Percy, and then go invisible.
Okay.
3's gonna turn to 3 turns to Percy. If you can't see him, does your job change?
The temptation to grab Percy's ass while
Yes?
invisible is so strong.
No.
No, my job is still to protect Calum. That's the card that's the card.
I fear that this has become my job too.
Yeah, I think we all. I think you and I kind of have a collective job of protecting the other 4, 5 now.
Except for this one, she can handle herself.
Fair enough. She certainly can.
She's at least +1 better than all of us.
In a scale of 1 to 20, she's like a 5.
5.
Yeah. Y'all are 4s. Irina's like a 1, maybe a 2. Fun fact, Victor, 9.
Of course
Burn
he
the house
is. Of course he is.
And he quickly packs up a few things. You see Emery, he opens a trunk that's filled with a couple of bolts of silk, some needles and thread, and a half-finished wizard robe. I started to make this robe because I wanted to have a cool wizard robe, like a proper mage. But should I bring it with me? Should I try and finish it? I found it tedious.
It's giving
You
Timmy.
If oh no, this is actually Timmy's origin story. Can you imagine?
Not Timmy.
Not Timmy. Don't change his fucking voice. I swear to God.
I need a teleport.
Whatever. I'd still love him. Well, Victor, as you can see, and Emery's gonna point to her outfit. As an entertainer, I have to make outfits and I have to kind of work on things. If you want help, I would be more than happy to give you a really cool, stylish robe.
That would be incredible. And he's gonna pack his little sewing kit and his little half-finished wizard robe. And then before you guys leave the room, he is going to turn to the children standing in the corner, which you now can see are just painted wooden dolls dressed in clothing that Victor wore as a child. And he kind of gets down to their eye level and he says, "All right, I'm going away. I know you won't be good, but try." And then he's going to stand up and leave and be like, "All right, come on, let's go."
I'm even more in love with that. Oh my God.
And
Emery's fucking Delulu.
He scoops
Let's
up
go.
one of the cats. You have a cat, he has a cat. And he's like, "Should we take all 6?
Do you think that would be much to kind of keep a manage on, or is too cool?
I think
If
it's
we
too
need
much
more
of a
cats?
menagerie. I can always make more. I can always make more. Yeah,
We'll
I can
bring
always
these
make more
2.
cats.
We can
Yeah.
bring these 2, and then I don't know, maybe take 1 set of bones and then stick it in a bag, and then if we need another one, we got another one.
Yeah, we can always. It's very easy to find cat skeletons.
Actually, you know what? That's true. Don't ask me why.
It's safe.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
Let's go.
And he's got his little bag. You notice he does not go to his bedroom to get anything. He only gets stuff from his little study, a couple of books and things. And he's got one of his cats. You have another cat. Congratulations, Emery. You have a little skeletal cat now.
My new baby.
He will leave with you all. All right. So where are we off to? Where's Calum, the studious looking one?
Yeah, where is Calum? Guys.
It would be
Percy, where is he at?
he turned invisible to investigate the library.
Oh
He
no.
wanted to see if there were more books. Probably should have suggested to him to ask Victor which room the library is, because Calum, you go down the ladder, you make your way through the little rooms, you go down the ladder, and you're back in the master bedroom. There are a couple of doors here in the master bedroom, one of which leads back out to the hallway. And there's a few doors in this hallway. I can show you the map.
Okay.
If you give me one moment.
I am going to cast guidance on myself. No, I can't. Can I?
Mm-mm. No,
I
you
cannot,
cannot.
because that is also concentration.
No.
Oh, he's not here right now. Get out of here.
Oh.
Look at all these people.
Yeah, so you are, let me get your little guy out here. Here you are.
Oh, there is Victor. He's tragic.
No, that's not him.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Where?
No, it's not.
Where are you seeing?
And the top up here?
It's not him. If he doesn't have official art in the thing, that token is wrong. I like my art better.
Yeah, no, that ain't him. We gotta replace that.
Yeah, that ain't him.
Get out of here.
Thank you. I'll go make a token for him. Hold on a second.
That's exactly what
God.
Victor did to those people.
I'm making a token for him. Leave me alone.
Yeah, Emery, he did fully murder two people. And actually, Keelan, before we
He's
get
Kylo
into...
Ren. He's Kylo Ren. It's okay. I'm into this.
Ew. Before, Calum, we get into your little exploration of this upper floor of this manor, we are gonna go take a little break. We're gonna take a little 10-minute break. We are gonna just go get some water, go get some coffee, go get some tea, go do what you gotta do, take a little bathroom break.
I'm gonna go smooch my new emo boyfriend.
I mean, yeah, you can do that.
Hey, yo.
Yeah. So
Is intimacy like a fade to black thing, or like how do we do it here at the Magic Academy RPG?
It's usually fade to black.
We do a little fade to black.
Roll.
And so with a little fade to black, we're gonna go on our break. We'll be back soon.
Hey.
The Society of Nearcraft and Dungeonery, this is Magic Academy, this is Curse of Strahd. We are back at it again. Randall is grabbing his titties, and you know what? Good for him.
What?
Oh, speaking of, I have to take my estrogen.
Hell
your meds.
yes. Remember, take your meds, folks. Before we hop back into it, we got some subs that I want to shout out. Ranger, what's up?
Hey, yo.
On me, and our very own Perihelion live stream.
Oh my god, that's them right there, isn't
I'm a Switch.
And thank you to the people who've been following as well: Zion Boyman, Demon Queengar 91, CT24. Thank you guys so much for coming in, saying hi, hanging out, doing all that jazz. Hope you guys enjoyed some words on stream. And now we are going to get back into the...
Was that what I thought I was? There's so much time.
Guys. You know what? I have concerns.
Do you guys want to play some more D&D?
No,
Yes.
I want to talk about this. I want to keep talking.
No.
Caleb, you have just descended the trap
Straight to hell.
You are on this second level on the upper level of the Burgomaster's manor. Where are you gonna go? What is your plan to figure out which door leads to the library?
I think
You don't know this place.
I think my plan is to open doors
Okay.
and kind of go to a door, just open it, but kind of in that creepy a ghost opened it way. Kind of pop my head in, and if I see any danger, pop back out and run away. And just kind of do that in each door until I see what clearly looks like a bunch of books.
All right. Give me a stealth check. I'm going to need you to make two checks here. I'm going to need you to make me a stealth check, and I'm going to need you to make me an investigation check.
Do I get the stealth advantage because I'm invisible?
Yes, you do.
Cool, because I'm not that stealthy. That's an 18 on stealth.
Okay.
And then that raw investigation is a 23.
Okay.
Same with 3.
You open first this door here, and you don't see much. It's just a little where's the thing? The room smells of powder and fine perfume. A vanity with a mirror stands against one wall, next to a faceless wooden mannequin wearing a white bridal gown. Mounted on another wall is a full-length mirror with a gilded frame. A door in one corner leads to a garderobe. You just see a bridal gown and a mirror. You move down here to this door.
Can you unpause it?
Yes.
Thank you. I'll just move my tokens and describe them.
Yeah, you move down here to this room. An iron tub with clawed feet stands against the back wall. Neatly folded towels rest atop a table near the door. It's just a bathroom. You continue on down the hallway, and I want to know: the first two doors here? Do you try the one on the left first or the one on the right?
Even it's the one on the left.
One on the left. You. With your with your stealth check, you manage to kind of peek through the door just a little bit, and you see the Baron has left the den and has sojourned to his library. Even with There are words. Floor-to-ceiling shelves line every wall of this windowless room, and the number of books contained here is nothing short of astounding. A brass oil lamp sits atop a large desk in the center of the room. The chair behind the desk is comfortably padded and has the symbol of a roaring bear stitched into its back cushion. Standing behind the chair, holding an open book, is a bear of a man. His breastplate, rapier, silk tunic, and greasy beard glisten in the lamplight. Resting on small rugs to his left and right are a pair of black mastiffs. So you see the Baron and his two big dogs.
I'm going to cast a message to 3. I'm going to say, it seems like our lovely Baron friend has gone to the study, and I could use a little help getting the target out of the room.
Okay. Victor, perhaps you need to go say goodbye to your father. Let him know where
Why
you're
do
going.
I need to say? Why does he need to know where I'm going? He's an old fool who just thinks that if we just keep saying all will be well, that it will be well. But that's not how any of it works.
Have
We
you
don't have to
considered
tell him
lying
where.
to him? Have you considered lying to him in order to
Oh, I lie to him.
not
constantly.
arouse suspicion?
Oh, he doesn't know what I'm doing. What I was doing upstairs. I'm perfectly fine with lying to my father.
He doesn't seem to care anyways. Like he kind of seemed really surprised when I said, "Hey, can I meet you?" So
Well,
Never approved of
Fine.
anything I've ever done.
well, he really
Well-
likes me for some odd reason. So if you come with me, I think he'll be okay with it.
Well, your father,
Blessings.
Perhaps.
your father's interest in your life aside, he is very interested in finding out what happened to 2 of his servants, and asked me to find out for him, and offered me quite a substantial sum for doing so. And now that I know, I'm gonna ask you again, Victor, would you like to come down and speak with your father? Maybe help us remove him from the study for 20 minutes.
Yes, I can do that. I don't think father would be particularly happy to find out about the butler. Yes, I will do this. Yes.
I appreciate your cooperation.
Is this enough for all of us to hear you? Are you saying this blatantly around us?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Emery's gonna look at 3 and go, 3. I understand that this burgomaster is gonna give you arrows, but Victor here is getting us out of here. So I don't think if you want to be left behind in Barovia, let's think about what we're saying here.
I will gladly apologize once I see a teleportation circle that functions.
Perfect.
I think that's fair. Yes, I will speak to my father, see if I can get him out of the study for a bit. Yes, let's go. And he'll head downstairs. He's got his little bag over his shoulder. And he's going to walk right into the study and say, "Father, I'm leaving home." Just below past invisible Calum. "Father, I'm leaving home." And the Baron turns around and goes, Like for the day? What do you mean? And he goes, It's time. It's time I left this place and became a man of the world. I don't like it here, and I'm going to leave. So, there.
And Emery's gonna like hop over and be like, "Don't worry, he'll be coming with me. Just to kind of like get a lay of the land, and really learn a few things."
And the Baron's going to go. Victor, what do you mean? Wait, are you leaving Vallaki entirely? Yes, probably, possibly. I'm going with her, and she's nice.
I'm gonna message 3. Victor thinks Emery's nice?
She takes an interest in the things that I'm interested in. She likes my weird skeletal cats.
She's just sitting there petting one of the cats.
She's the first person to show an interest in my work. You've never been interested in anything I've ever done, Father. And the Baron is just like...
Honestly, he has like potential.
Victor? Son. You don't... what is this fit that you're throwing?
This time I'm messaging Emery and I'm going to say, perhaps you'd like to have this conversation elsewhere?
Yeah. Baron V. I know
BB.
like your study's really comfortable, but what if we go back to that like really nice parlor and like have a talk about this? I would love to kind of like let you know and help you in terms of assuring you that your son will be safe.
Your mother's going to want to be part of this conversation, young man. Okay. You can't just go off leaving. And what, were you not going to tell your mother? No, of course I was going to tell mother, but I was going to tell you
Victor.
first.
Victor, let's get everyone together. I don't know where your mom is, but let's all go to the parlor and so we can have a discussion with everyone to let them know what's happening.
All right. The Baron is going to step out of the study and call for one of the maids to get the lady of the house, and they're all going. It's going to take you all back down to the den, and the entire time he's like, and while you're walking down there, he's like, "No, Victor, I don't see what all this fuss is about. You're perfectly fine here. You can continue to do your little experiments or whatever the hell it is you're doing up there."
Emery's gonna put a hand on his back. It's like, "Sir, I would be more than happy to kind of like help explain the situation." She's gonna kind of like go off on like just random little tangents about like what you can learn outside, other people that she might know, and like help assist with like getting his exposure out, things like that.
Excellent. Caleb, as everyone is sort of leaving the parlor, the 2 dogs included, I need you to make me another stealth roll.
The dogs go.
I was about to be like, okay, where's meat? Let's start throwing meat around.
Oh God, no, not meat pie inspectors again. Not the FBI.
Where is it? Hold on. I still have advantage on that, right?
Yes, because you are still invisible.
Thank goodness.
Cool. That was a natural 1 and a 19 for 21.
Okay, so with that 21, neither of the dogs notices you. Because they did not roll well on their perception checks.
Stupid dogs. Cats are better.
Actually, let me double check their stats.
Evelyn.
Just to make sure. Oh, they do have advantage, so they do actually get to roll again.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Keen hearing and smell. The massive advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or smell. They're doing a little. They didn't roll any better.
Good.
Yeah, no, the highest roll was a 15. Definitely they don't sniff you. And you enter the library. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for two things. The first thing that I'm looking for is any type of ledger or any type of information that the mayor has on the town that might seem like account information to see if he's kind of like dirty. The other thing I'm going to look for is specifically darker magics like necromancy, that teleportation that kind of dabbles in this, the mist, and then anything that might be like related to Strahd in both of those sections. Which I think in a general library, those things would stand out.
Give me so you're looking for 3 books, basically.
Yes.
Give me 3 D12 rolls.
3 D12 rolls. Okay. That's a 10, 9, and 7.
And are you looking just in the shelves, or are you looking in the desk as well?
I figured like the desk too, because especially when it comes to like ledgers or stuff, it'd be there.
Yeah, so in the desk, you do find thick books of tax records dating back to the times of the Baron's father, grandfather, and great-grandfather. Just these thick books of tax records. Everything seems to kind of be as it's supposed to as you kind of flip through them. And then 3 books. What were those D12s again?
10, 9, 7.
You find a historical text that kind of gives a bit of a lay of the land of the history of the town of Vallaki. The Vallakovichs have been here for a very long time, and they have been here in this area for at least as long as the Zarovich family. And there's definitely, like, as you read through that history, there's definitely a sense of the Vallakovichs believing themselves superior to the Zaroviches. It's very much it is a history, but it's a bit of a biased history. You also find a heretical text, which doesn't have a ton of information. It has a beautiful cover, but it doesn't really give you much. And then you said 6, 6, 9, and 10. You find
10, 9, 7.
10, 9, 7. And you find an epic novel that seems to have been written by someone who was quite a fan of the Baron's father, and it's this epic tale of heroism and daring do, and you get the sense that it's probably quite a bit embellished, but it is this like epic novel. You kind of realize that the library is a little self-centered. This particular library as a whole is a little self-aggrandizing to this man and his family.
Okay, so they're boring.
A little bit.
Does he happen to keep his tax money here?
No, just the records.
Okay.
I mean, if you want a bunch of blank parchment, jars of ink, writing quills,
No.
that sort of stuff. Yeah. That's pretty much all you find that stands out.
Okay. The intrusive thought was to write a little note saying, "I have your son," but I'm not going to do that.
That's so ominous. Can you imagine? Goes back. Emery's over here like, no, but like your son's gonna come with us and grab everything, and it's just they're ominous and it's, I have your son. Like what? No, he's in a library. His patron should show up. Personally.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to really look for. If there's nothing on Strahd or that, so
Yeah.
if it's pretty simple, then
it's a little. There is something. You see that Vallaki, from that history book, Vallaki was founded not long after Strahd's armies conquered the valley by an ancestor of the town's current burgomaster. The Vallakovichs have royal blood in their veins and have long believed themselves superior to the Tsarevich line. I think
that is the biggest information that I want our note taker to make a note of, is this rivalry between this family and the Strahd family, because that's something we could potentially use later. But other than that, I'm bored.
Okay. I assume you head back down to the den and uninvisible yourself at some point?
He doesn't want to see me.
Invisible?
I go outside, and I go out there and wait for everyone to come out.
Caleb would make the situation worse. I'm glad that he knows to go the fuck outside.
Yeah. So
I can read a room.
back in the den, the Baroness is just distraught. Victor, darling, you don't need to leave. Please stay here. It is so much safer for you here, my sweet boy. Why do you need to leave home? Everything you need is here. Must you leave your darling mother all alone? Mother, I cannot stay here. I can no longer live under this roof under these conditions. Emery has offered me adventure and a possible way to get out of this place. And these people seem good and fun.
Ma'am. Nature of the house. Madam. How can I relieve the stress that you are currently going for to let you know that your son will be safe?
Well, I would feel a lot better if he was not running off with some harlot.
Who said that I was a harlot? Okay, here's the thing about looking at people and just assuming things. Like, it's kind of not nice. I could potentially say some things about you, but I'm not going to do that.
You have bewitched my boy and fuddled his head, and now he wants to run away from home?
How? He's not running away from home. Like, he's literally just going out a little bit to get some more knowledge. And wouldn't you rather him come back being, like, more knowledgeable and smarter? And, you know, because his dad's the Baron and the Burgomaster, wouldn't you want him to come back with more knowledge to, like, take over that role? And she's just gonna look at him and be like,
what better source for my son to learn from than me? I've spent many years learning how to be a good leader to this town, and who else better to teach him?
And you have, but, and nothing's saying that you are terrible at this or anything, having additional, like, perspectives from other burgomasters or other type of leaders can only enrich his mind more.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'd like to help.
How are you helping? Tell me how you're helping.
I shoot him.
I shoot him with an arrow. No, that's a good thing about being 3 is is the 3 listens. 3's gonna say, the truth is, your lordship, your son is exceptionally gifted in the arcane arts. We believe that he could be as talented as the mages that preceded him.
Yeah, give me that persuasion roll with advantage.
I also just gave myself inspiration so that I don't fuck this up. I did just because. Okay. Maybe 20 highest plus.
You can add their inspiration on the bottom left.
3.
Oh, excellent.
Next to the name. You
I think
can
I did
add
that
to keep track of
right.
it. Unless they're using
Yes.
it right now.
No, they
that's
have
terrible.
advantage.
I'm
Okay.
re-rolling.
You're
But I'm just
using
gonna
your
re-roll
inspiration.
1. Yeah, I'm busting that inspiration. And so
Yep.
that
You
only
have one more
changes.
shot.
It's not going to be advantage. I'm just going to swap that one. Hopefully, it's fantastic. Dice gods, out of everything, let me bring this man so I don't have to kill his father.
Advantage 2 and 4 is rough.
God damn it! It's an 11. I will kill his father. It's okay.
With
Wait, can I use charm person on him? Hold on a second. I have charm person because Emery is quite charming.
That does, but I think it has vocal and somatic. So, like, typically, if you're trying it,
Yeah, and
you
she's
have to
gonna look
hide
and say
yourself a little
something
bit.
really nice. No, she will literally string along some really pretty little words. That will be a charming person, sir, just like my wonderful companion here. Obviously, you know that like he is very strong. It is very strong. So one, your son will be very safe and everything. But I am gonna cast charm person on him.
Okay, let me find his fucking stat block. Would it be under B for Baron? Yes. And Vargas Vallakovichs. Because he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-huh.
That's a 7. He is charmed by you.
Sir, I promise.
You know, what your friend here said makes a lot of sense with the him. Son, have you really been studying a lot of magic up there? Yes, father. I have been. I've been studying hard, and I've been putting in a lot of effort, and I think I need to go out into the world to really hone my skills, and I think that this young woman here can help me with that. And the Baron goes, I'll admit I'm not a fan of the idea, but I cannot stop you. And his wife goes, you're going to just let him go?
Great thing about it being cast at the second level, I can target an additional person.
All right, let me find Baroness. That's not the right Baroness. She doesn't.
God, she
have,
better fail.
I don't think she has a stat. Oh,
Great.
she does have a stat.
Auto
sheet.
fail. Could you imagine? Doesn't have a stat
So
sheet.
she does have a stat sheet. She has 10s across the board and 4 hit points.
Probably what, a commoner or something.
Yeah. So that's a 16.
She beats me. It's a mom. I understand. It's a mom. I understand.
Doesn't she know though?
When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you. It
She
does
says
not
I've got
say
flowery words.
if it doesn't. It doesn't technically say that they know if you fail.
Thank God.
Mhm.
I'm more worried about having to like pick up everyone and run through a wall and leave.
Yeah. And she says, if your father says it's all right, then yes, I will support him, and just My sweet, sweet boy, promise you will send letters. And he goes, yes, mother, I will send letters. Yes, mother, I will send letters, I promise. She goes, all right. Be good now. Do you understand? No? No, and less skeletal cats. And he goes, yes, mother, of course, mother. And he's gonna turn and look at you, Emery, and be like, we should leave.
Wonderful. It has been a pleasure to both of you. I promise that I will make sure Victor sends all the letters explaining all of our wonderful travels, and that he'll be safe. And thank you so much for your hospitality. I really appreciate it.
Yes, Miss Hawthorne, you're welcome. You and your other friends, well, most of your other friends are welcome here anytime.
Wonderful. Yeah, I think Caitlin said get a leave.
3 was it? You're still going to find out about about that butler and lady of waiting, yes?
Mm-hmm.
I will return with information by tomorrow morning.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, and take good care of my boy. Keep him safe.
Will do, sir.
Truthfully, I think your son could probably obliterate me, but you got it.
He can obliterate me in the right way.
He would fuck me up.
You.
And he is, and you all leave the burgomaster's manor to find Caleb outside.
I'm leaning up against a I don't know, light pole or wall, just kind of like, oh, done now.
Please tell me that was worth it.
Yeah, did you? I guess they said you went to the library. Did you find anything good?
Yes. It seems here that the young Victor and their family fancy themselves as the rightful ruler of Barovia, and
Yes.
that Strahd von Sandwich is,
Zarovich.
not Zarovich is not as cool as he seems to be. It's like a family feud. So it could be interesting to see how that turns out.
Yes, my father is insistent that we are somehow superior. Our line is superior to theirs. I don't care about any of that.
Which is interesting, considering you have to do so many festivals to keep Strahd away. But yeah, we'll get to that.
I don't understand his whole festival thing either. I don't know how those festivals are supposed to keep a literal godlike vampire away from the town. I don't think they do much, but good luck trying to tell him that.
See, and this is why you don't have to deal with that anymore, because you're with us now, because we totally feel that that's also bullshit.
Yeah. Emery, I feel like you understand me so well.
I do. Uh-huh.
Wow. Is this what it's like? Okay, so are we going to the church now because we want to find the catacombs and make a base, right? Is that?
What? Oh, I suppose.
Sorry.
Me over here in my mind going, Caleb's over here going, let's go to the church, and Emery's like, whoa, Caleb, we need to slow down. Like, I know me and Victor just met, but like, Caleb.
Certainly we could go to the church. It's Saint Andrew's, and it's a little bit
Of a wall from where we're at?
it's a little run down. It's
story of the city.
People seem to appreciate its presence.
Religion does bring a little bit of some comfort to people.
3?
I mean, whatever helps.
Kellum, you owe me 20 silvered arrows.
For what?
Cause
I used leverage to get this one, I point to Victor, to distract him, and now I probably won't get my silvered arrows. Luckily for you, instead of 40, you owe me 20.
Okay, sure. If that's the way this is going to be played, then sure. I'll make sure you get those.
Huh?
All right.
What day is it?
Now,
Since you've kind of been in there.
You guys left, let's say, like, you guys got your start at, like, 9 a.m. You guys maybe spent, like, an hour or two at the place, so it's, like, it's approaching noon.
Okay.
It's approaching noon. It's still on the
Prayers at high noon.
morning side.
Pray to the morning lord, at noon. Or something.
Is that?
Is that a thing?
I don't think so, but it could be now. It kind of makes thematical sense.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll go to the church? Because I'm just trying to kill time until I can go get my new sword.
Yes, the church might be is likely a good place to check out if you guys are.
All right. Let's go this way, and I'll just start walking down.
It's actually over this way.
Yep, this way. Let's go.
And Victor will lead. Your party is like 50% NPCs at this point.
I love it. I love it. We're racking up a crew. We will roll deep into Strahd's manor. Like, what, bro? Dance off with our crew.
So you guys go to you guys start heading towards the church, and Emery, Victor is just like talking to you about whatever. It's just you guys
Magic
are just
and
like
shit.
commiserating.
Like, oh my god, parents. Ugh.
I know.
Expectations.
My mother's overbearing, and my father disapproves of everything, and I'm so excited to be out of there and away from them. I really think that this is going to be a new leaf. And
I think you're going to do big things.
Wow.
I hope so.
Little cat.
Yeah. You guys also have two skeletal cats now. One of which is just perched on Victor's shoulder. The other is in Emery's arms. You guys have... This is a party. You guys are an entourage.
We're just switch to like Final Fantasy rules where only 3 of us can fight at once.
Honestly, at a certain point, we're gonna have to do that. Because there's just too many. You guys approach the church. This slouching centuries old stone church has a bulging steeple in the back and walls lined with cracked stained glass windows depicting pious saints. A fence of wrought iron encloses a garden of gravestones next to the church, and a thin mist creeps among the graves. There isn't a map for it, so I don't need to show you guys that, but I'm just gonna put you back on there. So, it is clear that this is a church dedicated to the Morning Lord, and named after Saint Andril. As you guys enter the church, there is a priest up towards the front, preparing like the altar, and doing like just kind of organizing things. And he actually turns to you and says, Victor turns to you, Emery, and says, I forgot to mention, the priest here is my uncle on my mother's side.
Okay, so like talking to him, like it'll be easier to like just kind of like interject ourselves into that because he's like your uncle.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yes,
cool.
My mother's older brother.
All right, awesome. We got this. Cool.
Yeah, so you guys walk in and you see the priest there.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to the Church of Saint Andrew. How might I assist you all today?
You sound like someone I know.
Listen, I have like 3 voices.
It's just Strahd in disguise.
Actually?
Praise be to the morning lord. Happy noon.
Yes.
So,
praise to the morning lord, sir. Yes.
okay, well, you didn't go up in flames, so that's good. Question for you. We were looking for a place of sanctuary, some place to relieve our burdens and be safe.
Under the watchful eye of Saint Andrew, all may find sanctuary and respite. Please, feel free. We usually have at night we get quite a few people who come in for the prayers and protection.
Right. Can I see? My dear friend, what was your name?
I am Lucian Petrovich, Father Lucian Petrovich.
Father
It's
Lucian.
a pleasure to meet you.
Caleb Crow. This is Emery. We have 3. We have Bella here. We have Percy, and we now have Victor with us as well. Oh, and Ellie.
Hello, Uncle. Victor. Victor, good to see you. Good to see you, lad. It's you don't visit much. No, Uncle. As you know, I'm not a particularly religious man. I prefer more of an arcane study of things. Of course. We all have our own forms of worship to folks like the Morning Lord or Mistra, whoever you please. But the Saint Andrew offers protection to all.
That's great to hear. Bella here is looking for a place to stay not to be like too specific, that maybe like skeletons and undead couldn't get to. Do you think this is a good place, or do you know of a place? The burgomaster was not as helpful as we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Well, if you are looking for a place for this young woman to stay, might I suggest? Hold on, I don't know the name off the top of my head, but I can find it on a map. Let's see. You could always. Where is it? What's it called? It doesn't freaking say. Maybe it's over here. Because there was another place.
There's always another place.
Where are you?
Menaces. The both of us. Fucking menaces.
Oh my god.
I'm glad we were both on that side.
There is an abbey that the Abbey of Saint Markovia.
And that is where exactly? In town?
That's a great question. I would love to be able to hit Control F on this book and find that.
Bella's brother said, like, the best place was to get her to Vallaki and get her to the church. I don't really know, like, if you've got something special in your church here, because obviously she wouldn't have been safe in the church in her own town. But he was very adamant about, like, your church here.
The church here. What is the young lady running from? What is she seeking protection for?
A vampire who doesn't know boundaries and consent.
Do you mean the devil Strahd?
Possibly.
Well,
Possibly. I mean, like...
Well, Vallaki itself is a rather well-protected city.
Is it?
So, we might have seen him in the streets at one point, and we were kind of a little concerned. So, like, if we can see him there, maybe the town itself isn't as protected.
What do you mean you saw the devil Strahd in the streets of Vallaki?
You know, that might have been a good thing to bring up to the mayor at some point.
No, he really wasn't that helpful. I feel like, you know, these holy people might have a little bit more of a grasp on the undead. Yeah, we saw him, but, like, we couldn't tell. Like, we turned and, like, be like, oh my god, it's Strahd. Get back. And he was kind of gone. So, that's alarming. So, if your church is special...
Certainly alarming.
Do you have, like, a warding glyph or, you know, holy ground, something that, like, Bella could be very safe on, or this downtown abbey you're talking about?
Well, unfortunately, right now I cannot offer that sort of protection you seek.
Why?
Until recently, the church was protected from the devil Strahd's depredations by the bones of Saint Andrel. They were sealed in a crypt beneath the church's beneath this altar. But someone broke into the crypt a few nights ago and stole the bones.
Emery's gonna lean over to Victor real quick and be like, so I know you have, like, skeletal cats. Like, you didn't take bones from here, right? Just
No.
Okay,
No,
cool.
I
just wanted to double check. I
didn't.
just wanted to double check. Not that I was, like, blaming you or anything. It's just...
Oh, no, I would...
Yeah.
My parents are a lot, but I do have a bit of respect for my uncle here.
Wonderful.
So
Okay,
I wouldn't want
cool.
to steal kind of the whole thing that makes this church work.
Yeah, that's actually kind of smart. I'm sorry. But that's kind of like where my mind went first. All right, cool. So it wasn't you.
I understand. It's okay.
So, your bones are stolen. Do you have any idea, like, who took them?
Well, I, until very recently, was the only person in Vallaki who even knew about these bones. But I may have mentioned them to Yeska about a month ago. The boy was fearful. He is the orphan boy who helps me out.
Again, it's children.
It's a lot of children here. Very stressing. So, two things. Where is Yeska? And the second thing, could we perhaps take over the crypt as a base of operations and hide our people?
Well, if you can retrieve the bones and bring them back, then the church would be well protected again, and certainly we can offer you a certain amount of sanctuary. There's not really a lot of room here for things like... There's not much of a space for beds. If that is what you are looking for, like a place to sleep, that is not really going to...
No, we could take the crypt, we could rework some things, we could build like an armory down there, and we could probably put some beds down there as well, and make sure that...
It is a sacred crypt you are talking about.
Which is the perfect place for a base when you're fighting things.
I mean...
We, of course, would give absolute pure respect to everyone there, but we also need a place to do operations, and what better place than to the most holy of holies, St. Andrews.
A holy hole. Got it.
It really is a
Caleb.
holy hole.
Got it, Caleb. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I must admit, I am a little hesitant to allow you to build an armory in this crypt. It's a very small space. Do you know much about crypts? It is a very small space. I do not know if you will be able to quite fit a whole boar base there.
Oh, I was hoping it was like a big, large room, some vaulted ceilings or something.
It's about 10-foot square, 5-foot high chamber.
5 foot high. Well, Ellie will fit.
It's not particular. The crypt is quite small. It is used to hold the bones.
It's
and
not
that
a
is pretty much
catacomb,
enough.
Caleb.
No,
It's not a catacomb. It's a crypt. So like one thing in there.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm sure. And I'll just start looking around the church, like inspecting it. Like, all right, maybe this will do. All right.
Well, there's also Krisk to the west, where the abbey is. The young lady might be more comfortable there than in this church.
Is
the
it,
protection
like-
of nuns and things.
Well, like, is it also like protected like this place is normally?
Are they like warrior nuns?
I don't know if they're quite warrior nuns, but they certainly would be able to take care of.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Back to the original question. Where is Vallaki, this child that has stolen the bones?
Yeska. Yeska is, he should be around here somewhere. I had tried to ask him about if he had told anyone else about the bones, and he nodded as if he had, but would not give me a name. Perhaps you can convince him a little bit more. He has always had a fondness for Richter.
We're probably quite convincing, a lot of us. Okay.
Yes, he should be around here somewhere. Yeska! Yeska! He's going to call for the boy, and you see running inside is this little boy who he's just a little guy, and he runs in, and he's like, and he looks up at the priest, and he's like, and he looks at you all.
Emery's still holding one of the cats.
All right, 3, I think you're up.
I'm gonna walk up to the child.
Oh no.
I do not bend down or get to his level. I'm just like
It's just
looking down. I believe you have information that might assist us in our mission.
He just kind of tilts his head curiously, like as if to ask, what do you mean, but without saying anything.
I'm gonna also tilt my head. I mean, you may know who or what took the bones out of the crypt.
Oh no. Oh no. My brothers do this. I
understand.
I have brothers. I don't think he's giving us all the information.
There are many things I do not know, but I do understand fear.
He's very scary.
I know. He's really tall and intimidating.
No. I mean, yes, but And he's gonna run up to 3 and whisper, Milivoj. He's very scary.
Milovach?
Milivoj. Milivoj. He's very scary.
Would you like it if I shot an arrow into his eyeball? Then I will do so. Thank you
crimes.
for your help.
He is. Do not tell him that I told, because he will get very mad at me, and then he will be very mean, and I do not like it when he is very mean. He gets very angry, and it is not it is not fun when he gets angry, and I do not like Milivoj, but he hangs around here a lot. He digs the graves.
Okay. Perhaps it is time he visit his place of work.
Okay.
In other words, we're going to put him in a grave. Let's do it.
Okay, just don't tell him that I don't tell him I told.
We won't tell
I
him.
tattletale.
No, we won't tell. We won't tell him. Don't worry about it. We'll just make sure that like he doesn't have time to think, so we can't even have to explain anything. He'll just be dead.
Do you promise to not to tell?
Emery's gonna lean down and hold out her pinky.
I don't know if you know about pinky promises, but we won't tell. Okay?
Okay.
We're gonna do pinky promise.
Okay. And he runs away. I had a suspicion that it might be Milivoj. That boy, something not right about him.
Why would he want the bones?
I don't know. He's a temperamental young man, and I don't know if his motivations often confuse me. He should be around the back. Always 2 things in life are constant: death and taxes. So always new graves to dig.
Kellum,
Yes.
I may have a plan.
Oh, go on.
How long can you maintain form of dread?
Great question. Give me. I want to say it's 10 minutes, but
Yes, it is. I'm pretty sure it's 10 minutes because it's typically like a full, like long set of rounds.
it's 1 minute.
Oh, yes, 10 rounds. That's what I was thinking.
1 minute. Do you think you could pretend to be this priest? Rise from the dead. Reclaim your bones.
Yeah, that could be doable.
Emery's gonna be like,
Throw in a little minor illusion, and I can make this very interesting.
Okay, I understand where your guys' hearts and intentions are, but you have to think if the Morning Lord is the god of the sun, and then we've all seen what
That's
Caleb
not been
looks
confirmed
like.
yet.
It's a very similar story that everyone's telling. Like it can't be like a whole big delusion that everyone is wrong. Maybe, but Caleb, the way you look might not really give off the vibes even of rising from the dead as like a bright, sunshiny, holy person.
Oh, well, I mean, there's a little bit of ichor and black goop typically, but I mean, it's how
This
long
isn't
you
the
can
bones
get.
of the Morning Lord, are they?
no, it's not it's someone who follows him.
They're the bones of Saint Andrel.
He's a
not the
follower
Morning Lord.
of the Morning Lord.
But that's what I'm saying, some minor illusion in there, and I can give, I don't know, a puff of smoke, a little bit of light or something.
I think we can scare him into revealing what he knows rather than killing him and raising him from the dead and then asking the corpse a question.
True.
Which is my preferred avenue, but...
And I could also throw in a little bit of message in there and speak to him directly and really fuck with his head. Combination, it'll be quite jarring.
You know what? I would love to see how this plays out. Now, honestly, go for it.
I'm going to ask the priest if he has any spare robes.
Sure. Yes, certainly I can lend you a spare set of robes. Yeska is a very fearful boy. Have you considered just talking to Milivosh?
No, not really.
Nope.
All right. And I go get an extra set of robes.
You hear Ellie from inside 3 being like,
Well, I don't think that we should really be killing people.
I must agree with the voice coming from your friend's chest cavity.
How about we just talk to them?
I don't think killing Milivosh is quite the way to go, but...
That's realizing how actually unhinged we are because we're missing one fucking member.
Yeah, you guys went immediately to we're gonna kill this man who we know nothing
I suggested
about.
something different. I did. I was like, I bet we could just scare his ass.
Mm-hmm. So,
Killing him is
you were
option
gonna shoot
B.
it. I was about to say, no, you literally told the kid you were going to shoot him in the eye with an arrow. I think that's going to
and
kill
the
his
kid cheered
birds.
you on.
And the kid
Little
said
boys love
bet.
violence. Little boys
said
love violence.
bet.
That's true. Little boys do love violence.
He doesn't have a concept of what it actually means. Come on.
No, no idea. This kid's like maybe like 7 or 8, and he's just like, "Hello, I am little boy. I am very scared." He gives you a spare set. The priest gives you a spare set of robes and says, "I really do think it would be perhaps best to first talk to him, and then." But
This is why
if you want to
a
do
lot of
this
people
fun-
stopped coming to church because your advice isn't that good. Watch and learn from the pros.
Oh, I have plenty of parishioners. They don't come for the advice; they come for the sense of safety, and I would really like
Which
to
you also
return
have
that
lost.
sense of safety.
Let's go talk to this grave digger, honestly. I want to see how this
Victor,
goes.
your friend here is quite rude.
I just
He
speak
just takes a bit of
honesty.
getting. He just takes a bit of getting used to. He's
okay.
He's very nice. He's friends with Emery, so he must be trustworthy.
Emery just can go, uh-huh.
It's okay. Victor's dad didn't
Like Caleb. Randall's stuff just went wonky.
Oh, he had to get his fresh headphones.
That threw
We
me.
can't hear now. You gotta switch your audio.
Oh, hell.
Emery, if you'd prefer to speak with the gravedigger first, I believe that's fine. Just Kellum, don't come with us.
hang back and come in and
Yes.
creep him out.
Yeah. Do any
no.
of you have message? Can you get what's the signal?
No, what I mean is, God,
Three, what
what
would you
I
like me to
mean
do?
is, what I mean is, tell him if he sees you, he might recognize you if we go with option B, which is scare him shitless.
Correct.
So,
correct. So I will.
Emery and
stay
I will go
here.
speak with him just in case he attacks and I need to kill him.
Yes, and I will be at the altar ready to pop out if you bring him back this way. If things don't go the way you think they will.
Or we will wait till nightfall and bury you and have you come out of a grave. Either way.
Whatever works. Yes, I'm keen with this plan. I'm excited. But...
Me too.
Three and Emery, you guys walk out.
Victor's coming with me.
Oh,
Victor
for
does not
sure.
he does not leave my side.
And you bring Victor along as well, of course. And
Who's everybody?
The three of you, Percy and Irina are gonna stay in the church. They don't need to go with you guys, but three, Emery and Victor, you all go out and go to the graveyard in the back, where you see, and I can show you the young man himself. You see here Milivoj, and he's doing his grave digger thing, and he's digging a grave. He's just hard at work.
Hi. Are like you the grave digger, Milivoj?
Yes, that is me.
Wow. We heard you'd be back here. I have a question for you as someone who digs things up for, like bodies and bones to like go in the ground. Have you heard anything about some bones going missing?
No.
Weird. Are you sure?
I am sure. I have not been told anything of bones going missing.
Well, can I vibe check him?
Go ahead, vibe check. Give me an insight.
I always forget that this character doesn't have really high vibe in check. That's my other character.
3, you can also do a vibe check if you'd like.
Sure.
She's trying not to. That's a 5. She's trying hard not to be an asshole. And just outwardly say what she says.
Sorry, it's just loading.
Emery, he said he has not been told of any missing bones. You get the sense that is a truthful statement.
How about an 18?
With an 18, what he is saying is true, that he has not been told of any missing bones. He absolutely knows. He's 110% lying that he knows nothing.
I'm gonna take off my hood.
What is that supposed to be?
Your worst nightmare?
Either you explain what you know, or this will be the last face you ever see.
Give me an intimidation check.
Fuck, I don't have good charisma. We'll try.
Emery, is there any way that maybe you're trying to help?
Please do something.
Emery's gonna be like, hello there. Angel from my nightmare. The shadow in the background of the morgue. An unsuspecting victim. And give you bardic inspiration.
Okay.
She just starts nervously singing.
Roll a d6.
Okay.
You got this. On top of your d20.
Okay. Roll. Okay. Oh, that's fun. That's a 24.
Thank God.
18 plus 6, baby.
Milivoj looks up at you and finally actually looks at you and sees all of your robotic parts, all of your machine pieces, and the threat of this is the last face you'll see. He's like, you would do better asking Henrik Vandervoort, the local coffin maker. I gave them to him. He offered me money. I needed to feed my little brothers and sisters. Talk to the coffin maker.
It's always kids, but thank you so much, Blink Dog 182, for like that inspirational moment.
Thank you. And then I hand him 5 gold pieces.
Oh, thank you. This will go. I will take this to my mother so that my siblings can have some extra food this week. Thank you.
Buy something sweet for the kid, and I'm gonna point towards the church.
Yes, I will do this. Thank you for not killing me.
You guys are humanizing them. What can I say?
We're rewriting your code. It's fine.
You are.
Caleb, while you are waiting for a potential signal, you are standing in this church. You see your friends, you see the priest, you see the little boy, and you feel a pair of hands on your shoulder.
Oh.
And a voice in your ear saying, "Hey, bud, we need to talk." And you disappear.
Percy!
Oh, yes!
And Percy turns around to look, and you're gone.
Oh,
Yes!
is he a Southern man?
Oh my god, I'm so excited for this.
That is where we will end our session.
No one knows what it is, but us behind here are like, we know.
Yes.
Oh my god. Absolutely wild of a session. VC, 2 skeletal cats. Emery's got a new love interest in intern. Intern. Ellie is once again the voice of reason, not here for this chaotic crew. Who knows what'll happen to Caleb, and is something special happening in the next Curse of Strahd episode?
Yes, in our next Curse of Strahd episode, we will be joined by a brand new addition to the table.
Another one.
We are going to be adding a 5th player. You may have heard the name Victrion. We're going to be adding Victrion to the Curse of Strahd table. They will be coming in next session. It is very exciting. I'm excited to have them join this chaotic little crew. It's going to be a good time.
8. Technically, it's 10 people in the party if we count the cats. 10 people in the party if we count the cats.
Let's just go to Strahd now.
Minus the cats, it's 8. Let's go. Wish spell? Let's go.
Oh my God.
I wish all of my party members were level 20. Done.
No.
Oh my god, Evelyn! Remember how I sent you that post on Tumblr of Strahd as a cat?
Turning Strahd into a kitty cat.
Guess who already has cats now? It's happening.
Jesus. All right.
Wonderful.
Where are we going today?
Where are we raiding out to, friends?
Yes. And thank you, by the way, everyone, for being here. If you want to check out our beautiful, wonderful, fabulous, lovely, amazing players, you can go down to the description of this of the channel, the video, wherever it is you're watching us, and you can check out all the links and things.
Join us on Discord.
Join us in Discord. Join us on Patreon. Do this, that, the other, all the stuff, all the things that I'm supposed to tell you to do at the end of a video. Like, subscribe. Is it gonna work? Watch you sit there and it doesn't work.
It's not gonna work this time.
You're doing
It's
your best.
rude.
We're gonna go say hi to Stream Queens. Make sure to check out our merch. Make sure to give them all the love that you would give to us. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I cannot copy and paste our raid emotes because my mouse is being rude.
Silly.
We're gonna go say hi to Stream Queens. So let's go have fun. And we will see you over there. Have a good day. Be kind, love one another, and we'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.